Where else to begin but the starting line in Hopkinton? This town of around 19,000 justifiably proud of its annual star turn in the world's most famous marathon. One can hardly turn a corner in Hopkinton without bumping into another marathon monument. There's even a statue to a homegrown Hopkintonian, a legendary local sprinter who vaulted to international fame a few years ago. The legend of Emily the Cow began on a chilly November day in 1994 at a Hopkinton slaughterhouse when a heifer in the holding pen decided the time was right to take matters into her own hooves.
She definitely knew what was on the other side of the doors.
She hopped a gate and took it on the lamb.
She just ran for her life, and the pursuit began.
Word spread quickly around town about the rogue cow. The fugitive, who'd come to be known as Emily, took up with a herd of deer and was spotted over the coming weeks in local woods and backyards, even downtown Hopkinton.
Ran across the marathon start line from what we were told by witnesses. But she, came out right over here.
Meg Randa, a vegan, was so moved by Emily's fight for freedom, she began leaving grain at the edge of Elmwood Farm, where Emily had recently been seen. Randa slowly gained the cow's trust, and Emily was eventually coaxed into a trailer. A comfortable retirement awaited Emily at the Peace Abbey in nearby Sherburne. But that was hardly the end of this cow's tale.
Before we knew it, the story was becoming this international story about a cow that people just couldn't believe.
Emily's dramatic story was picked up by People magazine. Movie rights were negotiated. TV crews came from India and London. The devout made pilgrimages to the Peace Abbey. The Randas wrote a book. Emily had become an international icon for vegetarianism.
I feel like Emily really put a face on the dinner plate.
When Emily died in 2003, a statue was commissioned by the Peace Abbey, alongside that of Gandhi in the Memorial Garden. Louis Randa, a Quaker activist and educator, is founder of the Peace Abbey.
She was really something. To this day, it brings a smile to our heart knowing that people hear about her and they come and their conscience is tweaked just a little bit, and then they're a better person.
Making our way down the racecourse, we hit stride in Ashland. Until the 1920s, the original starting point for the Boston Marathon. But losing its starting position didn't kill Ashland's racing spirit. Modelville Hobby in Ashland, home of the only slot car raceway in Massachusetts, and by some measures, the largest in the country.
It's a fun way to have fun.
Hardcore slot jocks bring their own cars and pit boxes filled with parts, tools, and accessories. But most who come here rent their cars by the quarter hour. Owner and chief traffic cop Richard Payne fixes this newbie up with a custom ride. That looks like the old Chevy.
It is an old Chevy.
Chronicle Chevy.
It's a Channel 5 Chevy.
Look at that. Peter Mahegan would be very proud right now. The notion of a learning curve takes on a whole new meaning in this joint.
Look at him go over that turn, oh my God!
And just when I'm starting to feel better about my skills,
I can see why people like this.
I find myself surrounded by slot car sharks and clearly way out of my depths.
My car looks so slow now.
And those things go fast. 3 of those slot car tracks at Modelville Hobby were built in the 60s, the heyday of slot cars, when some say there were more slot tracks in the U.S. than there were bowling alleys. And back to the Peace Abbey. The retreat center itself was sold in 2012, but the Peace Abbey Foundation carries on as a nonprofit, and the Pacifist Memorial Garden remains open to the public. Coming up, a taste of Brazil in Framingham.